All right, hi guys, I'm Tracy. Thank you for joining me today. So in today's video, I am going to be going over the products that I brought with me on vacation, which includes the brushes and the makeup items. And I didn't pack with this video in mind. It just kind of came to me while I was away, and I thought maybe some of you guys would be interested in seeing what I brought with me. Now I'm going to go over, I'm going to start with the brushes that I took with me. So we went to Catalina Island, which is an island about 35 miles off the coast of California. Had never been there before, but I knew like it was going to be kind of warm, maybe a little humid, so I knew that if I was going to wear makeup, it was going to have to be kind of like sweat and heat proof. So that's kind of what I had in mind when I packed these products. So let me first go over, and I only brought 5 brushes. I really don't like to pack a lot, especially things like this, because I'm just, I don't know, I have this fear of losing the things that I bring with me on vacation. Anyhow, the first one is the classic base, and I figured that I can use this for foundation and like cream bronzer and blush, and it worked out fine. I wasn't away too long, so every time I use this, I just cleaned it off, and it worked fine. I was thinking of bringing another foundation brush, but this was fine. You know, I think I did my makeup like 3 times, and this has been great. I didn't wash it yet, and it still looks pretty good. Okay, and then the next brush I brought was the Hakuhodo J5538. Now, I would normally bring the Sonia Soft Cheek because, you know, it's kind of like my favorite blush brush, but I didn't bring powder blush. So I wanted just something really easy to lightly like powder my face with, and this happened to be packed in storage because I normally don't use it. So I'm not saying this is like my favorite brush, it just happened to be packed, but it worked really well for doing like a really quick touch up, like when my face got shiny. This was actually really good. It worked under my eyes here, and I brought a setting powder, and because I was always like getting sweaty, I would use this for powder, and it worked out great. I'm really glad I brought this one. And then the next one is the the soft concealer for concealing areas, and I thought maybe I would use this for eyeshadow, but I didn't. I just used this for concealer, and I'm really enjoying this brush. And then I brought just 2 eye brushes. I brought a blending brush. I brought the Rephr 13 because I knew I wasn't gonna do oh, I forgot one. I wasn't gonna do like really elaborate eye looks, and this is just a really good basic eye blending brush. I can also use it to line. So I brought the 13. I also brought the Wing Goss 3 because I use this to like set my eyes after I, you know, put concealer on it, and like if I wanted to do like a light dusting of eyeshadow, this worked really well. And then I brought the Rephr 21 because this has kind of been my current favorite like packing brush for shimmers, and I only brought 1 eyeshadow palette, and it is kind of like a shimmery palette, so I did make good use of this, as well as these 2. My makeup was, I kept it pretty simple, so I would say these 3 I used each time, and you know, if I just wanted like a little bit of shimmer in my eyes, I use this. So those are the 5 brushes that I brought. And okay, I have time. I'm gonna go over the makeup I brought. It's not a lot of products. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, pretty much 7 items that I brought with me. So foundation, I brought the Huda Beauty stick foundation. The main reason I brought this is because this also doubles as a concealer for me. I can put it here and get it like, you know, in the areas where I want extra coverage, and it worked really great for that. Also because it was going to be kind of warm, and you know, like I wanted something kind of sweat proof, and this is a really good one for if you're going to get hot and if it's humid. And this also looks very natural. It doesn't look like you're wearing much makeup, which is what I wanted. So really glad I brought this. I forgot to mention, I also brought the Tarte Poreless Smoothing Smoothing Primer. And this is fairly new. I talked about this in the Tati's favorites. The reason I brought this is because when you are in like heat and humidity, or if you have to wear a mask, this really keeps your foundation in place. I wore this under my foundation when I got my hair cut, and I had to wear a mask the whole time, and I had to have that, you know, that cape on. It was pretty hot, and I thought my makeup under my mask was gonna be, you know, all like ruined, but it actually looked really good, and I think it's because I had this on. So if you're in a position where you have to wear a mask and you still want to look good when you take it off, I do really enjoy this product for the like keeping your makeup on longer, like the longevity of your foundation. So I'm really glad I brought this one. And then I brought one cream bronzer. I actually brought the Nars cream bronzer. I hadn't used this for a long time because I've been using the Contour One and the Danessa Myricks bronzer. But I think this just has that kind of beachy feel, and I think it's the smell, because it has that smell, like it reminds me of the beach, like of suntan oil. So I think maybe that's why I brought this. I also wanted something that was a little bit more pigmented because, I don't know, I was just in a mood to kind of put on like a more bronzed look. And I think this one, of the other cream bronzers, this is the most pigmented in a way. And also this one is very fast. I did a whole video dedicated to this. It really packs on a lot of pigment, but it's also very easy to blend out if you don't want it to be as strong. So I'm really glad I brought this one. Also, I hadn't used it for a long time, and I do like that product, so I wanted to make sure I brought that. And then for powder, I brought the LYS translucent powder, and I think this is really my favorite translucent powder. I know I've been talking about the Huda Beauty loose powder, but then I remembered why I stopped using that. That one is a talc based product, and I noticed talc products tend to make this area have these little like bumps. I think they're called milia, I don't know, but I noticed them coming out a lot here and like around like under my eye area where I really like concentrate the powder. So this one is mica based, or I'm not sure if mica, does not contain talc in this one. And I've already hit pan. It's almost time to order another one, which I will soon. I guess my next Sephora order, I'll probably add this in. But this is such a great product. It's not expensive. I believe $16 for this. You get a decent amount. It's 6.5 grams, and it's really good. It doesn't make you look mattified, yet it takes down the shine, you know, in areas that you don't want it to be so shiny. And it's just a very light veil of powder. It's not heavy, and I really enjoy it. And also, because it's pressed, it's easier to travel with. Okay, and then this is my second to last product. Is I brought, of course, the Tower 28 Beach Please cream blush in Magic Hour, and this has just been my favorite cream blush recently, and it's a very neutral color. I'm wearing it today, I think. Anyhow, I'm doing different blushes on each side because I have another video I'm going to plan, film. But this has just been one of my favorites, and I knew because I had this brush, it was going to go on really well. And I also kind of avoid bringing like powder blushes because I've had powder blushes break and bronzers break while I was traveling, and you know, they're no good after that. So when I do travel, I try to bring, if I can, cream products because I know this won't break while I'm moving around. Okay, I brought the Natasha Denona lip liner in Ilona, and the Chanel Ultra Tenue Lip Duo in light rose, because this is just a very, very easy color to wear. It goes with everything. It's not dark, but it's not like too nude. It's just a really, for me, a really nice neutral color. It doesn't look very pink on me. I'm wearing it today with this. This kind of makes it a little bit more of a cool tone lip color, and also these last really long, so I wanted something I didn't have to touch up during the day. Now the last product that I wanted to talk about that I brought with me on vacation is the Natasha Denona Mini Zendo palette, and this is just probably one of my top most used palettes. It's just such an easy one to use. I think this is a great beginner palette to have, and it's also very versatile. If you want to just do a very light look, you can do this light shade with this very light shimmer. And what's good about this shimmer is it's not very reflective, and so it just has a very natural, you know, sparkle to it. Not like, unlike some of the other ones here, these are pretty very pigmented and very reflective. But you know, I wanted to have that option if I wanted to do a more dramatic look, that I could, and this gives it to you. You can do something, you know, no makeup look, or you can do a very dramatic eye. So that's why I brought this one, and I'm really glad I did. So that's really all that I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all next time. Bye.